माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू केमिस्ट्री क्लास। आज मैं आपको रेडियस रेशियो से कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर सिखाते हैं। रेडियस रेशियो से कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर कैसे डिटरमाइन किया जाता है। यहाँ रेडियस ऑफ कटायन बाई रेडियस ऑफ अनायन है। दिस इज द यहाँ पॉलीहेड्रन होगा, नेचर ऑफ पॉलीहेड्रन। पॉलीहेड्रॉन, poly means many, hedron means faces। स्ट्रक्चर का टाइप कैसा होगा ये हम लोग देखते हैं। स्ट्रक्चर टाइप और पुनः कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर और फिर कुछ एग्जाम्पल देखेंगे। नाउ अगर रेडियस रेशियो 0.732 एंड मोर हो, 0.732 एंड मोर और उससे अधिक हो तो वह जो होगा वो क्यूबिक सिस्टम होगा। और सीजियम क्लोराइड ये स्ट्रक्चरल टाइप होगा। सीजियम क्लोराइड क्यूबिक होता है। कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर उसके 8 होंगे और इसका एग्जाम्पल होगा CSI CSBr, CSI सीजियम आयोडाइड, CSBr सीजियम ब्रोमाइड, अमोनियम ब्रोमाइड, अमोनियम NH4Br इसका एग्जाम्पल होगा। इसमें कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर 8 होंगे। टाइटेनियम ब्रोमाइड TiBr। सिमिलरली अगर रेडियस रेशियो 0.414 से 0.732 के बीच हो तो वैसे केस में कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर 6 होता है। और सोडियम क्लोराइड रॉक सॉल्ट स्ट्रक्चर, रॉक सॉल्ट दैट इज सोडियम क्लोराइड टाइप स्ट्रक्चर होगा। और ऑक्टाहेड्रन इसका पॉलीहेड्रन होगा। ये ऑक्टाहेड्रन शो करेगा। एग्जाम्पल मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड, इसकी भी कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर 6 होते हैं। इवन कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड CaO, मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड, कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड, सोडियम ब्रोमाइड NaBr ये हो सकता है। कैल्शियम सल्फाइड, पोटेशियम ब्रोमाइड, कैल्शियम सल्फाइड एसेट्रा। अगर रेडियस ऑफ कीटायन और रेडियस ऑफ एनायन ये दोनों का रेशियो 0.225 टू 0.414 ऐसा अगर हो तो वह जो होगा टेट्राहेड्रन पॉलीहेड्रन होगा। और इसके अंतर्गत ZNS टाइप स्ट्रक्चर होगा आएगा। इसके कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर 4 होंगे और यह होता है CuCl दैट इज क्यूप्रस क्लोराइड, क्यूप्रस ब्रोमाइड, क्यूप्रस आयोडाइड, क्यूप्रस ब्रोमाइड, क्यूप्रस आयोडाइड, पोलर CuX, क्यूप्रस हेलाइड, HGS, BAS, HGS, BAS etc. Radius of cation and radius of anion is known as limiting radius ratio। radius of cation by radius of anion इसको limiting radius ratio के नाम से जाना जाता है। limiting radius ratio। Radius ratio is the radius of cation by radius of anion. An ionic solid contains both cation and anion. These ions are held together by a strong electrostatic force of attraction. Ionic bond is non-directional. Therefore, arrangement of ions within the ionic crystal is determined by the size of anion and cation. The ratio of the radius of cation to the anion is known as radius ratio. From radius ratio, the coordination number may be determined from the radius ratio. Greater the radius ratio, greater is the coordination number. Greater the greater greater the radius ratio, greater will be greater the radius ratio, greater is the coordination number. Greater will be coordination number. In this way, we can determine the coordination number. CSCl type structure has 8 coordination number. Rock salt has 6 coordination number, and ZNS zinc blende type structure has 4 coordination number. The radius of cation and anion are. एक क्वेश्चन हम लोग इस पर देखते हैं. We see one question. If radius of A plus is given, that is 95 picometer, and radius of anion, that is X minus, is 181 picometer, then predict the coordination number of cation. Then find the coordination number. So, radius of cation by radius of anion will be 95 by 181, that is 0.524. The value lies between 0.4142 to 0.732. Hence, coordination number of cation is 6. Hence, the coordination number of cation is 6. Therefore, the coordination number will be 6, because the radius ratio is 0.524. In this way, we can determine the coordination number. I hope you have understood, and this chart is quite useful and helpful for your competitive exam. We can also see one more question. For workout. sorry, a solid A plus B minus has NaCl type structure. A solid A plus B minus has NaCl type structure. The radius of an ion is 250 picometer. The radius of an ion is 250 picometer. What is the radius of cation? What is the radius of cation? Can a cation having radius of 180 picometer be slipped into the tetrahedral site of the crystal E plus B minus? Now, it is easy to understand. For an octahedral void, the radius of void by radius of a sphere, radius of void by radius of a sphere is equal to 0.414, that you know. Therefore, if R of a sphere is given, that is 250 picometer, therefore radius of void can be easily determined. Radius of void will be 0.414 into 250. On multiplication, we get 103.5 picometer. For tetrahedral void, radius of void by radius of a sphere is equal to 0.0225 to 0.414 to 0.414. Therefore, radius of void will be R into 0.225, and here R is given, R into 0.414 to R into 0.414. Now we can calculate 250 into 0.225 to 250 into 0.414. Radius of given cation is equal to 180 picometer. Radius of cation is given 180 picometer. It is larger than the range of radius of void. Hence, it cannot slip into the void of solid A plus B minus. It cannot slip into the void of solid A plus B minus, that is NaCl type structure. On multiplication, we get 56.25 to 103.5 picometer. On multiplication, we get 56.25 to this 2 103.5 picometer, and the radius of given cation is 180 picometer. The radius of the given cation is 180 picometer. So this is not possible. It is larger than the radius of void. 180 picometer radius of cation is already given in the question, 180 picometer, and it is larger. Hence it cannot slip into the void of solid crystal. Now we will study how to determine percentage of space occupied by the sphere in a face-centered unit cell. Percentage of space occupied by the particles in FCC. FCC stand for face-centered unit cell. In face-centered unit cell. Face-centered unit cell. As you know, there are atoms at all the corners. In addition with the atoms in the center of each face, like this, like this, like this. So there are 6 faces. In FCC there are 4 atoms per unit cell. In FCC there are 4 atoms per unit cell. That is 8 into 1 by 8 plus 6 into 1 by 2. That is 4. So volume of 4 sphere will be volume of 4 spheres will be 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube, 16 by 3 pi r cube. As we know that face diagonal is equal to 4 times the radius of a sphere. Face diagonal is equal to 4 times radius of a sphere. If it is A, B and here is C, this is the face diagonal AC. As we know, AC is the face diagonal in the above diagram is 4 times radius of a sphere, that is 4r. But in right angle triangle ABC, we can determine AC, that is root 2a. AC is equal to root under AB ka square plus BC ka square. We also know AC in right angle triangle. In right angle triangle ABC, AC is equal to root under AB ka square plus BC ka square. Using Pythagoras theorem, So it will be root 2a, root 2a. Now root 2a is equal to 4r. Now root 2a, 2a is equal to 4r. So we can determine a is equal to, therefore a is equal to 4r by root 2, 4r by root 2. Now we can easily determine volume of unit cell. Volume of unit cell will be, volume of unit cell will be a cube. Volume of unit cell will be a cube. Volume of unit cell will be a cube. And here A's length is 4r by root 2 का cube. It is equal to 64 by 2 root 2 r cube. Now we can determine percentage space, that is packing efficiency. 64, that is, this is the volume of the cube, and we have got initially volume of atoms per unit cell, that is 16 by 3 pi r cube divided by 64 by 2 root 2 r cube into 100, and it is equal to 74%. It is the packing efficiency in FCC. FCC में का packing efficiency इतना है. So percentage empty space can be easily determined. Percentage empty space is equal to 100 minus 74, that is 26% part is empty in FCC and occupied part is 74%. My dear students, I hope आप लोग को ये वीडियो पसंद आया होगा. आप लाइक सब्सक्राइब ज़रूर करेंगे, सारे स्टेप्स को स्टडी करेंगे. आपको कहीं भी इस वीडियो में परेशानी लगे तो यू मे कॉन्टैक्ट ऑन माई व्हाट्सएप नंबर that is given. I will give you in description. In description, one mobile number will be given. All the best. Be happy. God bless you. Be safe. आप इस वीडियो को अच्छी तरीके से, हाँ, हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि इसको पूरा करेंगे, पढ़ेंगे, वॉच करेंगे. सारे सीरीज़ में आपके वीडियो दिए गए हैं. सॉलिड स्टेट इसमें पूरा कंप्लीट है. एंड आई होप इन फ्यूचर आई विल reduce, I will make more videos on different topics, even for NET, JRF, CSIR, UGC NET, for advanced level of JE and NET, taking admission in EMS and so on. This is my small classroom. I hope this is my small library. And I have a lots